They ignored the fact that you got chartered flights because of this girl. They ignored the fact that ratings were going through the roof because of this girl. Instead, they resented it because they said, yo, we were doing stuff long before Caitlin Clark got here, and y'all wasn't paying attention then. But now the young white girl comes along, and y'all want to sit up there and shower all of this praise and all of this attention that was earned before she ever came along. The resentment is understandable, but it's not about Caitlin Clark. It's about what she represents. My point is, grow up.
Just when it seemed like the WNBA was poised to capitalize on the momentum of Caitlin Clark's star power and finally break through to major money and mainstream relevance, the league stumbled. The WNBA's one-woman ratings phenomenon, Caitlin Clark, has just landed on the injured list.
The Indiana Fever announced that star Caitlin Clark will be out at least 2 weeks with a left quad strain. Clark reported some pain in her leg Saturday after the team's loss to the New York Liberty. She subsequently underwent an MRI and was diagnosed with the strain on Monday.
Talk shows are in overdrive, and basketball fans are in an uproar over the WNBA drama, calling out the so-called bullies, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, and especially Angel Reese, who still seems convinced she's the main draw. If you're siding with Steven, his fury is practically lifting him off the ground. Let's go. Baby goat over baby giraffe. Say it louder.
Clark was the WNBA's Rookie of the Year last season and a first-team All-WNBA selection. So far, she's averaging 19 points and a league-leading 9.3 assists through 4 games this season. I could give a damn about that last part. I don't care about her leading the league in assists. I don't care about the points that she's averaging because I already know that the young lady can ball. She is special. What I'm interested in is what somebody tweeted me and asked about earlier today that I want to show you right now. Put this tweet up, please, so our audience can see it here. At 4th Gen Bucci, B-U-C-C-I, right? Stephen A. Smith, can the WNBA keep itself afloat while CC, as in Caitlin Clark, is out?
Caitlin Clark is the reason women's basketball became must-watch TV, no longer just something your ultra-competitive cousin followed. Now, with Clark sidelined for at least 2 weeks due to a quad strain, the WNBA is left scrambling to act like everything's fine. But the product is faltering faster than an Angel Reese layup attempt, and even the league's top streetwear brand is feeling the hit as TV ratings continue to slide.
Unfortunately, though, the celebration in the WNBA, it was cut short yesterday afternoon as WNBA players learned the harsh lesson: be careful what you wish for. Headline at the New York Post: Caitlin Clark sidelined with Indiana Felines announcing shock injury. Keyword: shock. This injury was shocking, but not for reasons that you may think.
Naturally, Stephen A. Smith, ESPN's resident hype machine, was the first to blow a fuse. He didn't just weigh in, he went full DEFCON 1, while the rest of the league's voices offered little more than polite shrugs, while everyone else tiptoed around the truth, pretending Caitlin Clark isn't the reason their paychecks cleared. Stephen A. came in like a human Molotov cocktail, torching every bad decision and misstep that led us here. Let's be real, someone had to say it.
Fanatics also reported a 100% increase in sales for WNBA-specific merchandise. It started with Caitlin Clark. And so now that we know all of this, and we've known that for months, now we get to turn around and look and see what exactly is it that the league will do knowing that she's out for the next 2 weeks. I'm not saying I know for sure what's going to happen, but I have an idea.
While WNBA execs were busy pretending Caitlin Clark isn't the one keeping the lights on, Stephen A. Smith didn't just speak up. He took over, sounding like a man who'd been waiting months to call out the league's missteps. As he unloaded a barrage of receipts, he dropped the line. "Oh, you think the league can survive without Caitlin Clark?" Delivered with the intensity of a math lesson set to fireworks. His message? Cool story, bro. Check the numbers and try not to cry.
Thanks to Clark, Indiana led the league in attendance both at home and on the road. The Fever averaged 17,035 fans at home and over 15,000 on the road. 4 teams moved home games to bigger arenas when Indiana came to town to accommodate more fans. That's about Caitlin Clark. How do we know this? Attendance for the entire league was up nearly 50% last year. According to data from across the timeline, and Indiana led all teams with an average attendance of 17,035. That was up 319% from the year earlier.
Shall we break down those numbers, Caitlin? Players like Angel Reese still seem puzzled about why Clark gets more camera time. Maybe it's because she doesn't treat the ball like a bowling pin and actually gives people a reason to tune in. Games featuring Clark are averaging 1.178 million viewers this season. Without her, that number nosedives to just 394,000. That's not just a dip, it's a free fall, a 3-fold crater in viewership.
We'll find out. We don't know yet, but I'm going to be really, really interested in seeing, Molly, what kind of effect this has on the WNBA's ratings, because if for some reason there is a precipitous drop-off, then everybody needs to stand down and recognize the fact that the speculation or the assertions and assumptions about her being the golden goose is validated.
As if Caitlin Clark wasn't already carrying the league into the spotlight, Stephen A. didn't just wake up mad. He'd been simmering for months, watching the WNBA squander opportunity after opportunity. He'd seen Cheryl Swoops throw more shade than a beach umbrella, and of course, Angel Reese couldn't resist turning every moment into her personal audition for America's next jealous teammate.
You asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
Thanks for the ratings. I guess it's like finding a genie in a bottle and wishing for a slightly bigger bottle. That pretty much sums up Commissioner Kathy Engelbert's whole approach to Caitlin Clark. Now that Clark's sidelined, Stephen A. is practically shouting from the rooftops, "I told you so." And honestly, he's earned the right.
I noticed when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person.
He even dropped some timeless advice. Everyone needs to stand down and ride the wave if this is the magnetic traction drawing viewers to the WNBA, and her absence proves it. Translation? Stop fighting it. Either get on board or get left behind, stuck in half-empty arenas while confused fans wonder where all the excitement went.
Became the first rookie with at least 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a playoff game. That was Caitlin Clark. Became the 4th different rookie to play all 40 minutes in a playoff game. That was her. I'm looking at other things. 6 different league television partners. This is last year. This is last season, because this is Caitlin Clark that we're talking about. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game. Do you know every one of those games included the Indiana Fever?
Let's rewind, because the lead up to this train wreck has been a textbook case of league mismanagement. When Caitlin Clark made her debut against the Sky earlier this year, it became the most watched WNBA game on ESPN ever, drawing 2.7 million viewers. Even the NBA took notice. This wasn't a fluke. Clark is a generational star, bringing in more viewers and jersey sales than half the league combined. So what did the WNBA do? They responded with a half-hearted marketing push and press releases, so bland they could have been ghostwritten by Angel Reese herself. It felt like the league was almost afraid to admit that one player was carrying this much weight.
Rising tide lifts all boats. And if this is the magnetic traction that draws viewers to the WNBA, and her absence over the next 2 weeks due to that quad strain is providing further evidence of that, then everybody needs to accept it, stand down, and ride that wave. I'm going to be really interested in seeing how the ratings are going to look without her over the next 2 weeks. Let's make sure we come back and ask me this exact same question after she's been gone for those 2 weeks.